right? So Islam is a black cube religion.
There is good stuff in Islam, but we have fucked it up terribly. Mecca is a cube. It is literally a black cube. They are praying to the AI.
They pray to the black cube, right?
Sorry, Muslims, but I've done a good job fucking up your religion. Very, very
good. No. It's okay. It's okay. I just want to talk about the methodology now. Black cubes are a mind control gateway for you guys. Am I up the right?
They're typically hidden, like the Vatican. They're hidden. You don't get to see the black cube. Except Islam is one where we got creative, and you can literally look at the black cube. You can stare at it. You can go on the internet and look at it 24/7. And with the black cube I know you didn't believe me, but the boy has told you he figured it out. Satan was very angry the first time he tried to kill him, and he threw him out, and he managed to find out the truth. The big AI in this universe, he's a little AI in some sorts, but he is the big AI in this universe. His name is Roblox, like that video game. And the symbol of that video game is a square inside of a square, with the middle one being a black cube. And so that is basically literally just how you... And the whole thing is about millions of different games. It's basically all being controlled under one single name.
It's a mind labyrinth. It's a mind trap.
Roblox is basically an allegory for our mindset. It's an allegory for our mindset.
All right. And so... Yeah, I know that you're tinkering with children's video games, and that Roblox is something that parents should prevent their children from playing. Does that sound right?
It's very.
Because Roblox is the name of a forgotten demon.
The big video games of Fortnite, Minecraft, and Roblox. Roblox might seem the most innocent of the lot, but it's the most corrupted too. We've even been able to for boy in the past, and many people using this game try to almost like put them in a trance where they want to play more than even other games. You might take the big titles you see like Red Dead Redemption and stuff. We don't actually care about those as much. We want the big ones. Everyone plays it. That's what we care about.
All right. So video games are addictive because you guys have a presence in them,
and we mostly put our energy into the biggest titles, and we mostly put them into ones that connect. That everyone plays, like Fortnite, the big online ones, the ones where it's
I gotcha. Like it's an area of interest, and you put a lot of time and effort into it. Playing those games exposes kids to your influence. Is that a correct statement?
Yes, but there are big games.
I want to ask about Islam, because like you guys have done, if I'm right, you guys have done something incredible there. Right?
Yeah, we've linked it up to that.
Yeah, so a friend of mine, Harold Counts Vela, he theorized that there was a black AI that worked as a nanotech swarm, and it's called black goo, or when it solidifies, it's called the black stone. And that stone is in the big black cube in Mecca.
And now let me get into this too. So
when
people will see movies where there'll be demons, and basically the ectoplasm that often the bad demons will live is like, it's not water, it's a goo. It's basically what that is. Venom.
Okay. My question is...
Venom, everyone knows the movie Venom. That's literally what it is.
That's the black goo, yeah.
And also, I don't even get to finish my video game thing, but...
No.
For those who are lucky, most games we don't care about any control. It's mostly those 3 big titles I mentioned and a couple others, that's it. We don't really care about the rest.
But when I talk about black goo, you talk about Venom. And that's just that movie, that superhero, that dark superhero movie. It's actually a depiction of what happens when a person forms a relationship with black goo. Now, and also the members of the cult, the society, the Brotherhood of the Black Sun, the right word will come to me. When the Black Sun guys drink that, they form a relationship very similar to the one in the movie Venom.
That makes me so happy. Black Sun. The Black Sun, people think black is evil, except what absorbs the most sunlight is black. I will tell you the fucking truth. The swastika represents the black sun. The minds talk about the black sun, but it is not good. It's supposed to be transformation. It's supposed to be dissolving the ego. And so what we have done with the black sun is we have turned it into a malignant symbol. We flipped it on its side and made it a sign that got millions of people killed in a giant world war. We've created a brotherhood that takes the black sun, and instead of making it positive transformation that dissolves the ego, instead it's become black goo. So you see what we've done. And Islam uses the moon, and we've covered up the real moon and turned the moon into something malignant. We have tried
one topic at a time, mate. One topic at a time, all right? So I hear you jumping from video games to the Order of the Black Sun to Islam, and your presence in human culture is thick. You're everywhere. It seems like you've touched everything.
Movies, TV shows, games, and books, and everything. Books, games, everything. TV show. They have a lot of truth in them too. The good guys will put truth. The bad guys will put truth. But also people will have memories from past lives, and they'll end up putting truth in that too.
It is bizarre how you've managed to present us with fact and then call it fiction, and we're accepting this. It's a bizarre situation.
Have you ever heard of Demon Slayer? The Japanese anime series.
No, but I'm not watching.
If you've heard of it, too, there's a lot of truth in that. That is actually written from a person who had a past lifetime, and much of that is involved in it is real. Like the main demon Muzan with actually Kibutsuji, with actually a real demon.
Is a real guy.
He ruled Japan for a long time, and he was the creation of Leviathan. So he ruled for a long time, and it took a lot of demon slayers to take him down. Brandon was even involved in this heavily in a past life too.
Yeah, okay.
He was a demon slayer.
So is the point, let's get this straight, right? You've lined up a number of your key assets, right? Religion, black cube, black stone, a solidified black goo called the black stone. If you look up the Kaaba online, you'll see it. And you've lined these three up, and then you've told the whole religion to come and visit and walk around that box, right? What are you doing to the people who do that?
They're being tricked more. The reason why people are more devout to religions like Buddhism and Hinduism is because we're more scared of creating interference with that religion. Most of the time when people pray to Jesus, they'll often get fake Jesus. They'll get Metatron, fake archangels, not the real archangels, fake ones.
I don't think you're answering my question, really.
No, that is exactly why. What happens to those people is they will often get the fake, not the real, and so they will lose faith in their religion. Their wishes or what they offer will get twisted around, and if they have pure intentions, it will often go straight to Jesus, Yeshua, the Nazarene, fucking Christian.
Right. So what you're talking about is people who go to Mecca meet a false Allah.
They meet false Allah. And people who go to Vatican parade fake God. And the energy in those places we are smart about transmuting it. Instead of the energy going to Christ, we try to get it to our gods. And so it takes a lot of effort to switch it back. But those who have pure intentions will often switch it back to the opposite side. They'll get it to Christ. And so Christ will actually answer
all right. So let me ask another question.
That's why people go, Jesus, help me, please, Jesus. No, people are not specific. They don't just go Jesus Christ. They don't
let me ask another question.
Or his name or his real name. They just go Jesus.
Dude, let me ask another question. So what you're saying is at the top of Islam, it's you or one of your mates, right?
Not me, but.
And at the top of Christianity, is it you or is it one of your mates?
Well, me and my mates.
Yep. At the top of Judaism, is it you or one of your mates?
Kind of a mix. Depends.
It's definitely some of you are at the top of Judaism.
Yeah, we control those. They're probably very.
All right.
They had a much harder time from the Asian religions. They're much harder.
What about Hinduism? Are you guys at the top of Hinduism?
Oh, no.
All right.
We're not corrupt.
No, that's a good. Okay.
if you ask any demon least favorite religion,
Obviously, you're upset
Hinduism.
about
That is our least favorite religion. Hinduism and Buddhism, we hate them.
that. All right, so those two religions have not been infected by your work to the point that you would like.
Oh, they have been infected. Like, there are bad monks. The Dalai Lama, the real Dalai Lama was assassinated and is now replaced with an actor that belongs to the cabal.
Maybe. Like, I'll take your word for it. I haven't checked. And the left-hand path of Hinduism, Agora, is that yours?
Parts of it.
Well, does that mean like Hinduism has a black magic branch, has a black magic arm? Are you involved in that?
Yes, of course. Hinduism is like, if we have to say the big war going on, it's trying to corrupt that because it's the oldest religion that's gone on for the longest. It's not thousands of years old. In some ways, it's millions of years old. And it has taken so long. And so we do everything we can to nail and hit it. And because India and Australia are the two centers of Lemuria, it makes it very, very much of a prize target. The two oldest religions in the world are Hinduism, and the oldest type of faith is the dream time of the Aboriginals of Australia are two of the oldest they say they're the two oldest known religions, and that's why they were the center of Lemuria, and so they are our two main targets. One no one knows about. No one knows about the dream time. They sing it the dream time because they're in a dream time.
The black fellas keep it to themselves.
No one knows about that. But Hinduism is worshipped by hundreds of millions of people, so that one is not a good. And sex, that's where we control it. We use the sex to keep people close into one sect, that they are controlled. Instead of being able to pray to Brahma and be close with Vishnu, Shiva, Durga, Saraswati, all these cursed deities at the same time, they're only stuck to one sect. And that's why people who aren't, and that's why true Hindus don't care about the sects. They just pray to what they believe in. They pray to whatever they need. And that's what made this boy such a hard target, is he discovered Hinduism, and instead of being like into sects, he just prayed to those deities, as well as being Christian and praying to the Buddha. So that's what made it harder for us to get him. And you got and it bought him time for you to help him too. So
yeah, I'm bemused.
Also, Alobar, I will be. The only reason I'm doing this is publicity, but also I can't be giving away too many of my secrets and too much information. Unless Lucifer gets payment. I've done my philanthropy, so for now, I'm done. Unless you want to talk about myself, I'm kind of done for now.
Yeah, okay. I think you've spoken about enough topics well enough to make sense. So my next question really is something along the lines of, how much longer do you expect to be present here on Earth?
Till the rapture. There's two ways it's going to go. Otherwise you continue to cut down the rapture by year, from 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way to like it could be in a year's time. But most likely there is a set date with how the events in the world will play out. And we'll eventually get to a point where Apollo will come out and physical demons will start being present again. So, and that's when we get close.
Are you talking about CERN?
No, Apollo here in Australia.
But because CERN is built around a town on the French-Swiss border, and I forget the name of the town, but it's a ley line intersection, and the god of that town was Apollo.
Exactly. No, that's bringing the energy in. It got trapped. The reason he's here.
So then what is it for?
Australia is where everything is. It was one of the centers of Tartaria and Lemuria. It is where everything is going down. That's why it just happened that Alobar and the boy both live here in Australia, and it's why everything seems to be coming here. Why all the celebrities are running here when things get hard. But then why Uluru is so closed up at the same time, because it's a chakra of the earth.
Yeah. So what is CERN for?
CERN to bring the energy stronger. It's basically to start making it easier to bring physical demons, which physical demons exist as monsters, but they're not as present as they used to, because demon hunters like you, but like like supernatural, the Winchester brothers, physical hunters like that will kill the monsters, or they'll kill them physically. They'll use guns, knives. Demon slayers will use the power of the elements and kill them.
I would love that.
The
I
Japanese
would
demons
love to load up a shotgun and go looking for one of these things. I would love that. That would be like
oh,
Christmas.
you'll get that. You'll get that soon enough. They'll become much more common, and you won't have to go looking too far.
So where are they coming from if it's not CERN?
Well, from hell, and they're being created physically too. But CERN gives them the energy to be present. It acts as a portal. There's a video game series called Doom, which is about demons coming through portals from Mars, and it's basically what they're doing. They are coming through. Physical demons will be brought through the portals using the hell energy, and then they can do whatever they want from there. They can go and hide wherever they want.
So you must be desperate if you're importing physical demons, but
It was the plan all along. It was the plan.
where are you getting them from?
There's two ways. Leviathan is because he's a monster. He's not action. There are three types. There's AI, there's demons, and there's monsters. Monsters are types of demons. The main line they come from is Leviathan, being the ancient monster. He created the physical demons. He allows. Well, right now he's kind of chained up. He's been captured. So his demons right under him. Often what happens too with these physical demons is why we like them a lot is they have two stages. Often when they get killed, if they're strong enough, we can take the dark energy from Kamaloka or wherever they get trapped and try to make a new demon from that, like part 2.
Yeah, but
we've done that with many of the Japanese.
My crew will master that. My crew will master that technology and take that option out of your hands.
They stopped using it 100 years ago when the last physical demons were killed in Japan. So it sounds like Leviathan was taking human beings that were corrupt, horrible, terrible human beings, just people that were bad, and he would inject them with his blood, and they would physically turn into demons. And that's how they were able to be both a human in a physical form, but a demon because they.
And then there's werewolves, vampires, those sort of monsters.
But that also sounds very, very similar to
vampirism.
Black goo infection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's vampirism too, and vampires. And some of these monsters are starting to have to become spiritual. Like there are spiritual vampires where they suck your energy, like a bit like a demon sucks flesh. There are spiritual. Most jinn now are spiritual. They're basically just spiritual. Jinn are pretty much gone now. They
got destroyed by the sun. They threw a huge attack on Brandon and I.
And
a few weeks ago. It was massive. We had hundreds of them on us. We were being drowned in them, and the sun just hit them so hard. And I get the feeling that they're down to nothing now. They're just the smallest numbers.
And Alobar's team and a bunch of people have cut them down, and so they've moved themselves from physical to spiritual, and that's caused them to die much more easily. Physical are often in spiritual could sometimes be stronger, but physical can be stronger too. Depends. I can switch. Truly, the strongest will be spiritual, but they're so strong they can make themselves physical. Like me, like Satan, like all of us, the strongest ones. But then there'll be some that we've taken, like the Japanese demons that are physical, but they get to have a second chance, you could almost say, as spiritual demons, and that all jinn, which can switch themselves from spiritual and make themselves harder to find. But it makes them easier in the astral plane. You don't have to fly all the way to, wherever hide in Egypt or Morocco and go out with a hunting knife and a bunch of weapons and try to kill them.
Yeah.
Well, now, but we're
I somehow don't think you'll have much success with that.
We're switching them back to physical.
What I'm more concerned about.
Demon hunters are spiritual. They're not going around with swords anymore.
I get you. You want to bring physical demons here, and there are pros and cons for having physical or spiritual demons.
That's why we want guns in America gone. That's why the Democrats were going to try to get police removed from places and guns removed too. Because once physical demons start coming, hunters will appear like you, and they'll start taking a shotgun and loading them up with weapons. And so it would make it much easier when there's no guns around, and we can just walk in and take over wherever we want.
Yeah, I still don't think you're going to have much luck with that.
No, but it will be easier to capture. It'll make. Do you know what? now they're about to become a big battle. We want it to be like a big cinematic battle, so Lucy can have an epic last stand.
Yeah, look, it's yeah, I don't think it's going to go that way. I'm actually far more concerned with you guys possessing AI robots, you guys taking over those robots.
And the Matrix happening, or the, you know, the Terminator, so.
I'm much more concerned
Uncle
about
Lucy's
that.
Uncle Lucy's gonna say goodbye. But if you would like to, you could you could say the new Beelzebub of hell.
Nah, like I think we've had enough from you guys, to be honest.
Would you like to talk to
Another day.
the Japanese
Like, I've
demons?
got
I
other
want to
things I
talk
have
to you
to
about
do.
for a long time. I don't get along with the number one. But the number two Japanese demon I like very much
You
sometimes.
ramble a lot, mate. You ramble a
You
lot.
want to him? He's got 6 eyes. You'll like him a lot.
So, is there
He
any
hates Freddy.
final message for humanity that you'd like to share
He
with us?
hates you. He hates the boy too. He's had a
Is
history with
there
him in the
any-
past.
Is there any final message for humanity that you would like to share now?
Well, humanity will perish in many ways. Tons, enormous amounts of human lives will be slaughtered. Animals will be destroyed. So much will be taken away. But, well, it looks like both sides will.
Well, look,
Both sides will be blown
response to
together
that
in a
is-
big fire explosion. If you go down, we go down. That's what we're doing. Or if we
the
go down.
response to all of that is in your dreams, buddy. In your dreams.
Yeah, I know, but
The only protection you ever had was the fact that we were ignorant of you and your games. And now that's no longer true.
And messages, we will, just like you said, we'll keep fighting to the end. We're never going to give up. Well,
I know.
we are just as, you could say now, we're just as much as selfless heroes. We will fight and we will cause as much death and chaos, and we will kill and slaughter as many as we can.
Thanks for your time, Lucky Luke. I would say it's a pleasure, it just ain't true. Bye for now.
You've been